Once you are here, you are going to need to go to extensions tab, and I'm going to have you install an extension called Live Server. Once this is installed, you can install another extension called Code, and that's it. So once you've installed those two extensions, what I want you to do is click this button here. As you can see, there's a Go Live button on the bottom right corner. Click it, and this will launch my web page here in Visual Studio Code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this and select my window here, and then reduce the size of this so that you can see both my code as well as the website I'm working on. So the first thing you can add in the metadata is the title of your document. This appears here. It's basically the name of your tab. So basically I'm going to change that to HTML course 1 and click on save. When I save this, you'll see that the title of our tab here changes as well. So that's the title tag. In the body of our HTML document, what I'm going to do first is show you how to do a comment. A comment in HTML is written like this. This is a comment. And basically, you can use this to leave notes for yourself, and it won't be rendered on your page. The first tag you need to learn in HTML are the headings. The first heading is H1 and is the biggest one. You can see heading 1. And these go from H1 to H6 and they differ in size, going from largest to smallest. Another one is H3. So if you are writing an HTML document and you need headings, you are going to be using these 6 headings here. You can use H1 here for the main heading and use the others for the subheadings. The next element we can use is called a paragraph, and that's denoted by the tag P. Everything inside this tag is going to be treated as a paragraph. So everything inside the P tag is going to be a paragraph. As you can see here, it's basically a wall of text. There are specific tags you can use to format text in HTML. So since I have this wall of text here, I can use the tag strong to make a certain portion of our HTML bold here. For italics, I can use the tag I like this. And as you can see, that portion of our paragraph here is written in italics. Oh, there's also the EM tag, which indicates emphasis on a specific phrase or word. This basically just changes your word slightly. If you are writing scientific text, you will need to learn 2 other formatting tags, which is sub. Let's say this one is sub. Sub basically represents something that is written in superscript. Let me make a clear example. Let's say I'm writing a mathematical equation and I have, let's say, 50 to the power something. I could say sub here and then say 50 to the power 50, and that would basically appear like this. The other 50 would be written in superscript. This works the other way around as well. You can also use the sub tag to write this one in subscript, and it'll put that one in subscript here. The best example I can use for this one is, let's say I'm writing the formula for water. I can say H, let's say 2 and then an O. Yeah, basically that's the formula for water represented in HTML. You'll notice that our paragraph here appears as a block of text. So what if I wanted to create a new line in between them? I would go in between the text here. I can use white spacing to make things clear here. As you can see, if I save this, nothing changes over here. So the browser's basically gonna ignore all this space here. So here, to create a new line, I can use the tag BR like this. And you can see that splits our text. Let's say I add another line. As you can see, I now have 2 lines in between our paragraph here. I can also use the tag HR to create a horizontal line in between the 2 paragraphs now. Another thing to note is that if I was to create another paragraph here, let's say I close off this paragraph and then I separate these two into 2 paragraphs. Let me remove these tags here and then save. As you can see, if I have 2 paragraphs, it's gonna automatically add a space in between them. Let me format this. It's starting to get ugly. Okay, let's say there's a scenario where I have to write an address for a store on my page. I can write it like this. I can wrap that within the address tag, and I can write my address in between a paragraph tag like this. It is possible to write an address without wrapping it in the address tag here, but it's important to represent addresses correctly so that a browser knows that this is an address. For example, if you were to add your page to Google and someone searches for your address, this is likely where Google is going to get that information. So it is very important that you represent it accurately. This video is getting too long. I'm going to have to wrap it up here. And in the next video, we are going to be looking at lists. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson.